Yeah. Sounds so good, wouldn't you agree?
Turn that shit up.
Shot for you, shot for me.
Only the real can relate.
Mike Fuego.
House of Fire.
Amazing Most. It's privy. This for that part of me that was styled by poverty. The hood in my veins now was clogging my arteries. It gave me vision, it also made it hard to see. I seen the artistry within the armed robbery. We got our 3-bedroom from a lottery, where you could catch a leg wound trying to find your key. You need that extra leg room when you find the V. Richer in the fansoons is what we bout to be. Brick sales, now every lobby got fish scales. Broke women who only hobby was rich males. You do 1 3 to 9, you take a big L. Then they throw that in your face, now how that shit smell. I'm coming home better than I used to be. I know the man in the mirror gon' shoot for me. I don't really trust niggas, truthfully. It's the privy, no motherfucking juice for me. I played them project games. Before Bloods and Crips, we had project gangs. They tried to jump me after school, but my projects came. Somebody ate your food, you had to digest pain. Damn. We came a long way from cane dealing. The hallways with the paint peeling. I swear to God, I must have seen 1 billion, but never even saved 1 million. The roof gone, we could change ceilings. The good guys, they the same villains. I woke up, I had a strange feeling. Bitch, I'm feeling like Dame feeling. I'ma be my own boss, any cost. Fat boy, 10 chains, no shirt. Ricky Ross putting on for my city. Now it's time they get me off. Been too long in this city, where the fuck I'm getting lost? You from where I'm from? You done what I done? You love Noriega, you was eating on the run. Police hit the door, they just beat it like a drum. It took me out that zone, that weekend wasn't fun. Now I just laugh when I'm looking back. I used to have to crash where I cooked the crack. I'm on the stage with a crooked hat, feeling like Big when he said, probably in a city I ain't never been. Trying to get some pussy I was never in. Tell them motherfucking haters that I'm better than. Kelly rolling in my future, it'll never end. Tell a #1 producer who's the better pen. From a soldier to a shooter to a veteran. Damn Q, it be stupid to dish you. Even your superficial flows are super official. That last bar there wasn't even mine. Yay sniffing, I just did a Yeezy line. Way different, and I can't be defined. Stay pimping, and you know I'm keeping mine. It's for that part of me. It's for that part of me that was styled by poverty. Yeah, it's for that part of me that was styled by poverty. Woo! Mommy, I miss you. Yeah.
Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the gods and earths and all the positive people in the universe. My name is Anthony G. Mathwambo, and you are now listening to my show, Styled by Poverty, the Archives, brought to you by the good fellas of S.STREET Media and the Vandal Hour and Get Fed Records. This episode is called #WILLIAMSBURG Kids. But before I get into all of that, I want to say, I got some sad news. I want to say rest in peace to my OG grandpa, and also rest in peace to my man, to my man's mom's, Jenny WB, my man A1, man. Yes. Real tragic, real sad situation. Yeah. My condolences to them, their family, their friends, and everyone who cared about these two individuals. Definitely Williamsburg legend and definitely Williamsburg family. So I got to start the show off first with that. Today is also the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Yes. Today is the Puerto Rican Day Parade. If you don't know, man, I just not recently, but like 2 years ago, I went to San Juan. The shit was crazy. I had a great experience there. I love the people. Remind me of New York City, just their own, little version of it. It was definitely love out there. I definitely want to go back out there. So shout out to all my Puerto Rican friends, family, my Aunt Rachel, my cousin Rocky, my cousin Mike, my cousin Louie, my cousin Louie. They're all half Puerto Rican and half black also. To me,
I am too.
Oh, see, to me, that's just full black. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, that's full black, but for cultural wise, two different cultures,
Right.
but they're the same people. So shout out to my Puerto Ricans, man. Hope everybody's celebrating out there. Also, today is Summer Jam.
Oh, wow.
Summer Jam. Now, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I really don't give a fuck about Summer Jam. Until one of my peoples is in it, or until I'm connected to it. That's where all the war shows, everything. I don't watch none of that shit. Well, we did go, S.STREET Media did go to Summer Jam about 4 years ago. We set up shop there. That's the only reason why I'm going to Summer Jam. I'm gonna do some marketing. I'm gonna do some business, stuff like that. But I hope it don't rain, and I hope no violence happen, because usually at Summer Jam, have you been to Summer Jam before?
I was at the very first Summer Jam.
Did anything violent happen?
Fortunately, not that night.
Okay. You went to Nas year then. I think the first year was Nas.
Nas was there. I know I went another year too. I saw Biggie. I saw Wu-Tang there.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. You went during the early years.
Yeah.
If no violence when you went?
I mean, not that I know of. I got in and out smoothly, so that was good.
That's good, because the years that I started going, which was like 2005, 2011 maybe, 2012. Okay. Niggas was getting stabbed, beat up.
Wow.
Dudes climbing over, trying to climb the fence into the stadium. It's been crazy when I've been there.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's been crazy when I was there. So yeah, Summer Jam is today. Shout out to everyone who's performing today. They had a lot of dope big headliners. I'm not going to talk about them because this is Style by Poverty, but a lot of dope shit. Shout out to Hot 97 and all that stuff. I've got to say this too. Make sure you check out our new website, www.sstreetmedia.com. We got a lot of dope shit happening there. We got a mixtape that we dropped, Underground Madness. We got the podcast going on there. We got some other new shit, like the newsletters coming in there. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later.
Yes.
But yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got the radio station there. It's crazy, man. So check out www.sstreetmedia.com. Now, I like to start every episode different. Not every episode different, but I try to switch it up. I don't like to do the same thing every time I do Style by Poverty. I done said poetry. I done said a joke. I done a lot of different things. I done rhymed in the beginning of Style by Poverty. You know what I mean? And I'm not a rapper no more. Maybe. You never know.
Right.
So I want to start this episode with a quote. And this quote I wrote on Instagram this week. Yes, my Instagram is real. I'm not portraying some fraud shit. I'm not trying to be someone else. I am Matt mathematics, you know. So I wrote my own quote. I didn't fucking share somebody else's shit. I didn't steal somebody's shit. I didn't jack somebody else's shit. This is a mathematics quote, and this is what I said was the hardest thing I ever had to do was believe in myself, and that is a very powerful quote. And the reason why I say that,
I say yes, it is.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna hear what you mean. You know, your interpretation. So I'm gonna say mine's. What I meant by that was, a lot of people when you're around people who are not. I'm not gonna say they not for you. When you're around people that sometimes are ignorant to what's going on in life. They may watch the news. They may go to, like, you know, meetings and situations, like they're involved in like community stuff and all that, or they may be, you know, very intelligent, went to college, have degrees, but they could still be ignorant to life. Mm-hmm. Right? And you talking to them and whatever, or you're getting advice from them, or you're communicating ideas between each other. And sometimes that person is so locked into a wrong ideal, right? Or a wrong idea that you start to question yourself.
Right.
You like, maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this ain't the right choice that I'm making, because the person who's speaking to you, as I said, they have all these other, like, you know, they could be have these other type qualities, and they're so, let's say they're doing things in life. Right. You know what I mean? You know, they feel that they may have an authority on some type of subject, you know? But you say you talking to them and you start questioning your own shit.
Right.
In relationships that happen a lot. I mean, and let me give an example. A husband may be cheating. And he's cheating all the time. And he's telling the female whatever he's telling her to get her to believe whatever. And she may see him cheating.
Right.
But he done brainwashed her so much that she start questioning what she knows is the truth.
Right. Gaslighting, right? Isn't that what that is?
That's what that is?
I think so.
Yo, so I've been placed in these type of situations recently. And sometimes I be feeling like I'm losing. You know what I mean? I feel that my course ain't moving fast enough. My goals ain't being reached fast enough. So I start second guessing shit because I'm listening to these other people, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I start second guessing what's going on. And I'll start doubting myself. And I had to say to myself, you know what's really hard? Because in a lost world, you know, if you're in a room full of fools and you try to say some smart shit, you the fool.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I got to realize that I'm in a world that's like that. And so having these ideas, it's not always the smartest to speak out loud, these deep thoughts. And you just got to keep it to yourself. Know what's real, know what's fake, know what's not an illusion. Keep moving, believe in yourself, and fuck what they say. That's the meaning of my quote to me.
Okay, I got it.
A little complex, a little bit wordy. I apologize. How you feel about the hardest thing I ever had to do was believe in myself?
I mean, to me, I feel like that's like one of life's major lessons. You know what I'm saying? I had to overcome a lot of self-worth issues to even feel worthy of success. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, really doing my best every day to put my best foot forward to believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant journey.
That's a fact. I'm going to say this. If you don't know who's talking right now, if you don't know who's talking to now, great transition. This is my friend, fellow we come from the same community, Williamsburg. Shout out to all my Williamsburg
Yes,
people.
Williamsburg.
You know what I mean? She's also a podcaster. She's also a life coach. She does a lot of things, man. And she goes by the name of Loretta Johnson, aka the Peacemaker.
Yes, LJ the Peacemaker here. Need peace? I got some, and I'm willing to share. So,
Yo.
like, follow, and all that stuff.
I'm gonna say this, man. I've met you in our past lives, another dimension, in our home place, Williamsburg. You know, I knew your family also. Me and your cousin are close friends.
Yes.
Which I'm gonna say on air. Who used to tell me, like, kind of stay away from you, like, yeah. The few times you did come around, it wasn't like welcomed for, wolves to speak to, like, the female members of each other's family. So that's how I actually met you. That I remember you, and later we come back to reconnecting through the brighter side with you and Tina. Y'all did a couple of episodes here. Tina did a couple of episodes here. You was on one of the episodes.
Yes.
Y'all now at DTF Radio.
Yes. Every Thursday, Tina and Loretta, 9 p.m. DTF Radio.
So talk to me a little bit about the brighter side, man.
Well, I mean, it's really a dope show. You know, we bring people on. They tell us what they do. They tell us their story. We have real life conversations, and it's a real comfortable vibe. We're just here putting out positive vibrations. It's the brighter side of the BS. So there's always a brighter side. And we here bringing it to you, So make sure you check us out, The Brighter Side with Tina and Loretta. Every Thursday at 9 p.m. on DTF Radio.
If they wanted to tune in, how do they go about that?
Well, you can download the DTF Radio app and watch us live, or you can watch the replays on the DTF Radio YouTube channel. Okay. So check us out.
Okay. Before we get into the real deep stuff with, what you're really doing, and I just want to talk to you about other life topics, issues that deal with the community, issues of like mental health, issues with the self.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So before we get into that deep conversation, man, I have a lot of Williamsburg supporters that support Styled by Poverty, the Outcast, the Outcast, Styled by Poverty, the Outcast. I have a lot of people from Williamsburg who, they like, the conversation about Williamsburg. You know what I mean? Those people, I know the fans or my audience outside of that, they probably don't get it. You know what I mean? It's probably some shit like a secret conversation, but it ain't. It's real life situations. We just don't put names and names to situations, but it's real shit, and it's our history. So, I want to ask you. Oh, before that. Oh man, I forgot about this. Let me say this. I smoke weed. Before the show started, I was outside indulging. My business partner came through. We indulged some more. So, shout out to the Connect. You know who you are. But I almost forgot this. You know that they sold Williamsburg, right?
What?
Yeah, man. They sold Williamsburg. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Wow. Everything is becoming corporate now.
Yeah, that's real shocking to hear. Wow.
I can't even believe that Williamsburg isn't a part of New York City housing anymore. That's how deep it is. Wow. They're not even a part of New York City housing. Right now, block
Wow.
one. Right now, block one.
I almost can't even process that. I'm like, what?
It's crazy.
Like, what you mean?
Block one, for the people who don't know, Williamsburg is split up to different blocks. It's block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. Block 1 would be something like Leonard to Manhattan. Block 2 would be something like Manhattan to Graham. Block 3 would be Graham to Humboldt, and block 4 is Humboldt to Bushwick. So it's 4 blocks going that way, and it's also 4 blocks across. Also, it would be Scholes, Stag, Tenike, Morja. So it's 4 and 4 going both ways. But
You laid it out like a map. I'm
yeah,
like,
a lot of people don't know that, man.
Like, okay, yeah.
Shout out to my man Scotty Optimo. He actually said that in a line, like 4 blocks, four. It's some shit that he says in a rhyme. But it's the truth. So on block 1, which is the side that's on Leonard and Manhattan Avenue, it already looks like condos or co-ops over there. You know what I mean? I even said it to someone. I even said to someone, this shit look like Lindsay or something.
Wow.
Hallways is painted.
Wow. Times
Floors is
changing.
painted. New interior shit, ovens, refrigerators. They got full glass doors, new keys, cameras everywhere. It is real. Rent is up to like $1,900 now. When I was there, it was $500. My mom was paying, but now it's $1,900. Shit is crazy, and it's not even part of housing. Again, it's not a part of housing. I forgot the name of the company that bought it, but it is definitely. Times is changing.
What? Definitely. Everything you're saying is like, wow, shit is real out here.
It's the world is changing in front of our eyes.
Yes.
In front of our eyes. So let me say, I know you from Williamsburg.
Yes.
How long was you in Williamsburg for?
I mean, I was born in Williamsburg. I grew up there. I moved out probably like when I was around 10, me and my mom. But my grandmother always lived in Williamsburg, you know what I mean, and my father. So I always came back on weekends, and Williamsburg was a big part of my life. I love Williamsburg. Shout out to all our Williamsburg family. Yes.
What you call it? When you was out there, did you stay on block 1 all the time?
Well,
I'm assuming you're from block 1.
Well, I'm originally from block 4.
Oh, wow.
233 Stag, yep. That was where I was from.
Wait, let me get this straight again. You're originally from block 4.
Yeah, originally from block 4. Then I moved to block 1, and then I also lived on block 2.
Wow. You know what's crazy? Because Tina said that you was in that building. In my mind, I was like, I don't remember her being in that building.
That's where it all began.
What floor you was on?
1C is where, yep.
Don't you have other family members that's right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're naturally a block 4 person.
Yeah, I guess so. That's right.
Did you associate with both blocks since you was from both blocks?
I mean, yeah, I did, because I feel like my father lived on block 1, so I would be down there, and then my grandmother was close friends with a woman on block 1. So then we, mixed with those kids and stuff. So as I grew up, I hung out with block 1 people.
Yeah, I associate
like
you
they're
with
another species aside.
Yeah, I associate you with block 1 and block 2. I don't know why, but I do associate you to block 1 and block 2. I never knew you come from block 4 though. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like and like this is some like inside Williamsburg shit, but they call like block 1 like the Savages, and like Block 1 and Block 2 is like the savages, and like Block 3 and Block 4 is supposed to be like the more
upscale.
The more upscale. Yeah, it's a negative connotation. I don't subscribe to it. I don't subscribe to it because I have family on all the blocks actually.
Yes,
so,
me too.
I don't subscribe to that, but yeah, it's like some Williamsburg shit. It's crazy because from what I'm hearing, the young boys still say the same shit. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. Not everybody can go to Block 1.
Right.
But everybody can go to Block 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Block back in the days, Block 1, you might bump into some trouble trying to hang out just like on a bench or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, when I think about Williamsburg, one of the things that stand out to me about Williamsburg is like our Williamsburg days. Mm-hmm. Our Williamsburg days was really, really big to me back in the days.
Yes, me too.
Everybody from Williamsburg would be outside, music on every block.
Yes.
You know, if you're a Williamsburg person, like you just do the circle, and what I mean by do the circle is you walk from like whatever block you start from, and you walk through like the inside of the block, and then you do the turn on the end of the block, and then come back down through it's like a circle, you know what I'm talking about? So like Williamsburg Day, you do the circle a whole lot of times. You probably do the circle about 20, 25 times, not even counting, like going from Block 1 to Block 4.
Yes.
You know, so Williamsburg Day is one of the things that stand out to me. What's something that stand out to you about Williamsburg?
Well, I mean, I loved Williamsburg days. I remember growing up, that was always a fun day. Like you probably try to have on a cute outfit, whatever you was doing,
Facts.
you know? So that was fun. And back in the day, it used to be a lot of music, like loud. I remember being out in the basketball courts dancing, like,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was a really fun experience, like a holiday, a celebration.
That's a fact.
Now I don't know what's going on.
You know what's funny? That it's such a big difference. Is what we do now has no comparison to what we did back then. You had the females used to do routines. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You had performers actually come to the projects and perform. They were the time of that. You know what I mean? So what we do now, not me, I'm talking about them other people, but what they do now is so different. It's so different. I think the police changed that also.
Yes, they put a lot of restrictions.
So I think that's one thing that kind of changed the atmosphere of Williamsburg Day. Is definitely the police presence. They want to shut down this the party by 7. You can't play your music this loud.
Right, you gotta have a permit or something.
Sure, indeed, you gotta have a permit.
For what?
They be on your backs now. And back then, I don't remember, even as a young person, I don't remember the police having that much input into what was going on.
Right.
On Williamsburg Day.
Right.
You know, Williamsburg is like the Smurf Village. I don't know if I said this on any other episode, but the Williamsburg is like the Smurf Village. If someone doesn't bring you to Williamsburg, you may never know where it's at. You may walk past it all the time, and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Especially like the crazier areas of New York City don't really know about Williamsburg. You know what I mean? It's like this, as I said, a Smurf Village. So, you know, in our world back in the days, this is just a Williamsburg memory for me. Back in the days, we used to actually say word to Khalik. And for the people who may not know who Khalik is a ill dude who's born and raised in Williamsburg. I have a really big family, all my people. Shout out to, BK, who I was with last night. Black, and everyone else that's Timothy. I was gonna say Timothy, Tamik. all the brothers and sister that's part of their family. But we say word to Khalik. Khalik was like he was an ill dude. I'm not gonna say like ill dude. He was an ill dude. And like at a certain point in time, like in the 80s, I'm gonna say like, 87, 88, 89, it could have been somewhere around there. The whole projects was saying, like, word to Khalik. And that's just so ill. Not word to your mother, not word to my kids. It was word to Khalik. And that just tell you how influential a person can be. And he's still my man to this day. I just want to give him his flowers because you know what I mean? He's definitely evolved into a greater man than he ever been. He takes care of his family, very family orientated, and still just an ill dude, still a cool dude. You know what I mean? So, but I just want to say that's a Williamsburg memory for me that really kind of stand out. A lot of people won't say that. I guess in his age group, I don't know because of ego, but I'm gonna say I remember when the whole projects was saying word to Khalik.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Another Williamsburg tidbit, man. I just seen a picture of Just Ice and Kid Capri together. I posted it on my Instagram page. I've been telling people for years that Kid Capri is from Williamsburg. People didn't believe me. I'm like, yo, Kid Capri is from Williamsburg. Everybody know Just Ice is from Williamsburg. He's a Block 3 dude. His family's from Fort Greene, but his grandmother, I believe, lived on Block 3 by the basketball court. He used to come through all the time. That was really big for us when we was young. But Kid Capri also lived in Williamsburg. And I'm going to get deeper with y'all. Kid Capri actually lived in my grandmother's building, right? And I'm going to get even deeper with you. He just spoke about it on Drink Champs recently. So next time, any of your dudes who didn't believe me when I said Kid Capri is from Williamsburg, he said it himself. He's one of the places that he lived at, man. That's one of the places that he lived at. I just love being right, man. I just love being right. I don't got no fucking transition. So I want to talk to you, Queen.
Yes.
I want to talk to you. You're doing a lot of things. I'm working with you on some things.
Yes.
We got a lot of things going on.
Yes.
Talk to me, man. LJ, the Peacemaker. I hope I didn't say that wrong in no other part of the show. I'm assuming that I did. Because I do get high and I do switch letters around and stuff like that. So LJ,
yes,
the Peacemaker,
Loretta Johnson, LJ.
Talk to me about that title and what you're doing with it.
Well, I'm LJ the Peacemaker. I'm doing my part to make the world a more peaceful place. I work very, very diligently on myself so that I can vibrate a higher vibration of peace out into the world. And I'm maintaining a lifestyle that is helping me to just put positive energy out into the world. So, that's who LJ the Peacemaker is. I'm a motivational speaker and also an empowerment coach. So I'm really just using my voice to help people in whatever capacity I can. And I'm also the co-host on The Brighter Side, which is a dope podcast where we're just putting out positive energy, shining the light on the brighter side.
So let's talk about, I want to talk about the Peacemaker.
Yes.
First of all, man, I really dig that title.
Thank you.
You didn't say the war maker. You didn't say the chaos maker. You didn't say the idiotic maker. You said the peacemaker. That in itself says a lot. Peace is the absence of all confusion.
Absolutely.
So, where do you see that going? Like, why LJ the Peacemaker? I know what you represent, but why the Peacemaker?
Well, I mean, the Bible says, "Blessed are the peacemakers," and I guess something in me just has this natural disposition for peace. You know what I mean? I want peace, and I want my people to have peace. So I feel like I have to live life learning so that I can share it with other people how to be more peaceful. You know? So I'm out here really making peace, like doing my part on a day-to-day basis with my habits and my routines, you know?
Let me say this. You look like you don't argue. It looks like I'm just gonna say you look in pure serenity all the time. Do Loretta changes into Megatron and not be Optimus at any point in time?
I mean, of course. I haven't been in an argument though for quite some time, like, but you know, I could definitely hold my own, I guess, if I'm really mad enough. But I'd rather not get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because once I get real mad, it gets real hard to come back down.
Give me a real mad. Give me a real mad. Give me across the line for Loretta, man. Give me across the line. What's crossing the line for Loretta? If someone fucking does what?
I mean, I don't know. If someone threatens me, I don't really like that, or bullies me. I don't like to be made to feel like I'm being pushed in a corner. I come out swinging. Like, I don't like that. But that's really it. I mean, you know, I don't know. It would have to be on a case-by-case basis, like what they do and how it's making me feel. You know, if I don't like that shit, then I don't like it.
You know, it was deep because you have some gangsterism in your family.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Like to hear, like, I guess that's why M protected your space, because there's this gangsterism that's around you. Especially growing up in our environment, there's always been gangsterism. Did you have this peace back then?
That's an interesting question. I would say no. I mean, you know, I think there's always been something about me that maybe was a little bit calmer, like, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely wasn't all like this, you know. I always wanted to be a peaceful person, and now I'm really going for it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I want to go. I don't want to, you know, just a sidebar shit. Who did you hang out with when you was in Williamsburg? Who was some of your female friends? Because, you know, sometimes you could tell a person by the people who surrounds them. I just want to know, who was some of your friends?
I used to hang out with Doreen.
Okay.
Winter.
Okay. Family.
Jill from Block 4.
Family.
Yeah, man, people.
Okay.
That's
a good. Yeah, I'm glad you chose 3.
Mia.
Okay. Family. Family. I could see.
And all the people I didn't mention, I love y'all too. These are just the names that came off the top.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. You picked the ones that you picked off the top of your head are all, like, you know, I say queens. I'm not gonna say like, are queens and are people who I've associated with. I just don't associate with anybody and dum-dums and boo-boos and stuff like that. So the 4 that you named is like very powerful ones too. So yeah. So the reason why I had to say that, because I you know, I don't see too much aggression radiating off you. I don't see.
Thank you.
I don't see. I don't see a red aura around you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say that. And in New York City, I see a red aura around most. You know what I mean? So That's deep. Talk to me about, I'm working with you on trying to get these what we're gonna say, like have classes or sessions or seminars.
Right.
Tell me what you're thinking when it comes to these seminar that the curriculum that you're putting together.
Okay. Well, I deal mostly with mindset, and we recognize that our mindset is what forms our habits and our actions and what we get out of life. But if we get very intentional about what it is that we truly desire, then it's like we begin to activate the God within us, because that's what we were made to do. That's why it makes us feel so good. You know what I mean? Whatever our specific art form is, as we release that, it's releasing our creativity, which makes us feel good. And it's in alignment with the God in us. So it helps us to prosper, I guess, from a stronger place.
Okay.
And I mean, so really just dealing in mindset, sharing some of that message and making sure that people recognize they have the power. The power is in each of us. You know what I mean? As we learn the right things, we can do the right things and recognize that, we're creating this life we're living. So really just sharing that and breaking down some simple steps, practical things that people can do and immediately begin in their lives.
Let me say this. Was there a situation in your life that brought you to this place that you're trying to help other people now? Like, as you already said that you wasn't always like this.
Right.
So was there a situation, without going into the situation in detail, but was it a point of something, traumatic or something happening to you where you had to readjust your mindset?
Well, I mean, I feel like at various points throughout life, I went through stuff like that. Had to definitely come from a different approach. I mean, I was a teenage mom, so that was definitely a major impact, But in 2020, which was like a very, very difficult year for me, like I was really, really sick. I had to be hospitalized. And I was in a bad place just in general with my health. Then my father died suddenly, and I found out about that in a strange and stressful way,
Wow.
So then, in addition to that, I was dating someone for like 2 years, and then I had a breakup. So that was like really intense for me. All that year, back to back to back. And I mean, that was during life's regular problems as well, the bills and this and that too, all going on together at the same time. It was really a lot. I got to a point where I was like drinking like a lot, daily. And the night before Thanksgiving in 2020, I like blacked out, flipped out on everybody in my house, like wilded out like a maniac, I had my kids crying. Everybody was afraid. Not my proudest moment, but after that, I decided that I was going to change my life, and I never looked back. So since Friday, November 27th of 2020, I've never looked back, and now it's all about bringing this message of peace to people and helping them to recognize their power, because I'm all about peace, love, and empowerment, so here to strengthen my community and really use my life to develop like a formula that helps people, so I keep analyzing things to get more specific and more strategic with what I'm sharing with people and how I'm able to help them. So it's ever evolving.
I hear a book. What I'm hearing, a book. That's what I'm hearing.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I hear a book. Talk to me, about The Brighter Side, the podcast.
Yes. Well, The Brighter Side is a dope show with Tina and I every Thursday at 9 p.m. on DTF Radio. So check it out. It's really about, allowing people to come on, to be themselves, to feel comfortable, to just tell their story and tell us about what, they've overcome, what their perspective is on overcoming, how they find the brighter side throughout their experiences. And then, they also share some of what they're doing, their art forms, and we get to celebrate that and cheer them on, so that makes us feel great, and they feel great as well. So I feel like it's a whole experience. And if you tune in, when you tune in, should I say, you feel it. You're participating in that experience. You know what I'm saying? Tina and I are here just putting out positive energy, shining the light. Is no malice, no hatred. We're excited to see our guests. It's like, welcome into our space. Thank you for being here. And it's really just a whole all around positive experience. So I definitely believe that the listener receives that as well. So tune in, get you some positive energy with LJ the Peacemaker and Tiance.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Yo, I want to, if you're a person who has watched Style by Poverty, the podcast, you will understand that I go different places, different dimensions within a show, within an episode. And so this is where I'm going to get into things that are not trending topics, but things that are happening in mathematics world. That's right. I don't care about what is going on out there, but I do care what's going on here. Recently, I was interviewed on the Brighter Side.
Yes.
On DTF Radio. Great experience. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been interviewed by too many people. Not that I don't give interviews. I'm not on some Sade shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sade. But it's just that I think I'm overlooked sometimes. I think that for many years I was hidden behind disguise. I didn't show who I was, whether it was on social media, whether it was through the Vandu Hour. I kept myself kind of hidden in the back, aka the ghost in the Matrix type of thing. So, I probably did like 4 or 5 interviews in real life. So I appreciate you, LJ, and Tina for having me on this show. It was a great experience. Did I do well? I gotta watch the repeat, but did I do well?
It was a great show. I mean, we were so happy to have you on because, we see you out here. So we wanted to make sure you know that, and we wanted to hear from you.
It was a great experience, man. I was at DTF Radio a couple of months before that on the Grown Man Show. Shout out to my man, Uncle Tone. Oh, shit. Yeah, I just had a mind fart on camera. I was supposed to go see my man, Uncle Tone, on his show Sunday, man. Today is Sunday.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what day it is. I'm Marty McFly. I be back to the future on shit. I don't know where I be at sometimes. But yeah, so I was on the Brighter Side. Also, man, and I was on the Grown Man Show. So again, shout out to my man, Uncle Tone. Also, I've been dropping a lot of WB merch recently. For the people who don't know, the WB merch is, I'm not going to explain it because this is my podcast and I don't want to go through stuff that, I can't even get deep into it. But I'm going to say the WB merch, brand. I'm dropping new shit. I just had a discount sale last week. I was in the hood on Block 3. You already know, aka Wall Street. Doing what I do. I want to say thank you to everyone who pulled up on me and supported. It was discounted, and you know, I had a lot of people come through, kick with me, ask me for order shit. I'm behind, but the support was real. You know, I ain't need like 4 bodyguards or something like that. I'm amongst family, I'm amongst friends, and it was really dope being out there, you know, getting back into the clothes game. I'm teaching myself a lot of shit right now. I'm teaching myself Adobe. I'm teaching myself how to use an X-Acto knife. I'm really trying to do this shit from from thought to design to manufacture to sell. That's what I'm trying to do. No middleman. Fuck dumb motherfuckers.
I hear that.
You know what I mean? I'm just tired of having to rely on someone else.
Yes.
You know, you need help though. You need help. Shout out to my man Eric who helped me do it for like last year. He definitely was a help. But I've learned now that I gotta be hands-on in this process. I really love fucking with clothes. I really love doing what I do. I'm about to get into a book now on fashion design and business. Yeah, I'm almost finished my book, Necroscope. I got like 20 pages left. You know, I read books on a regular. I usually give my reviews and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm on a 9th episode or 9th book of the Necroscope. But yeah, I'm about to start reading this fashion book. And, you know, I'm really trying to get deep with this fashion shit. But I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Also, I'm dropping, or S.STREET Media is dropping, a new newsletter. It is called The Street Media.
Yes.
The Street Media. Loretta is down with it. My man D-Reek and Hippie is down with it. I have a few people that's down with it. How you your article is fucking dope.
Thank you.
Emancipation through imagination.
Yep, that's right. Emancipation through imagination.
Yo, crazy. Crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Crazy. I don't want to give no fucking tidbits, not what it's about, nothing. You're going to have to read it on www.sstreetmedia.com. The newsletter will be there. It was supposed to drop 2 weeks ago. I'm behind. Life is happening. S.STREET Media is happening. A person just gave me an article, D-Reek and Hippie. Shout out to my man D-Reek and Hippie of the Dawn Core and D-Reek and Hippie show. But he just gave me his article last minute. So I'm putting that article in. It's going to be crazy. We're dealing with a lot of different things. The newsletter is actually, let me say this, it's 19 pages already.
Wow.
It was supposed to be 7 pages. It is 19 pages. And I'm still missing an article. So we had 19 pages and still missing an article. It is powerful though. That's why I didn't rush to just throw it out. I don't, there's nothing that I do half-ass except for go to court. I do that half-ass sometimes. I come in late and stuff like that. But there's nothing that I do half-ass. So this newsletter, which was supposed to be 7 pages, is now at 18 or 19 pages. And it's not completed yet.
Wow.
It is insight into what we're doing here at S.STREET Media. It is also a periodical anthology of different ideas. It's different writers. For the people who don't know what anthology is, it's different writers involved in one situation. So it's an anthology of writing. We have poetry in there. A poem by Loretta Johnson.
Yes, check that
Upside
out.
Down.
That's right,
All
Upside
right.
Down. Check that out.
Dope poem. I was gonna put some poetry in there, but I said that poem alone stands alone. So I don't even want to. I don't even want to bump into that. We have podcast review. We have an article about a hip hop oriented article. We do artist highlight. We have pictures in there from events that we've done. It's a lot of dope stuff, and I have an editor's article. I'm not gonna say that's an article. Editor's segment or section that is pretty much me breaking down all the articles that's involved in it and what we're trying to do with the street media. It's not called S.STREET Media. It's called the Street Media. And that was given to me by a person. I'm not going to say her name, but I stole it. I told her I was going to steal it and not give her credit, but I'm giving her credit. So yeah, make sure you check that out.
Yes.
Are you working on any articles for the next one? Because it's gonna be like bi-monthly. Do you have any ideas coming up for the next thing you're gonna do?
I mean, that's an interesting question. I haven't really gotten specific with it yet, but I definitely have lots of ideas and I'm ready to share them. You know what I mean? So, really just talking more about other ways to use your mind, making things very clear where people know what steps to follow. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to write something that's maybe a little bit more how to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, staying in that mental realm, do you believe in ESP?
Absolutely.
I'm reading the book that I'm reading, the Necroscope series by Brian Lumley, if I'm not mistaken. It deals with that. That's what the series is about. It's people with ESP, people who could do different things that's abnormal. That's considered abnormal.
Right.
So yeah, I just had to ask you that. Also, we have a big concert coming up on July 1st. It's called Covers All City Album Night Out. We have Dice Peso involved. We have D Chambers involved. We have Rockness Monster involved. Prince Julius, Is Hoffa, Conan, Brooklyn, Free Guard, Cheese Dior, Hattie Vax, Ahari, Hot Waters, and so many others. We got Steph Lover supposed to be hosting, formerly of Hot 97 and DTF Radio. It's going to be crazy. I'm working with Cover COD, who's also a part of Umbrella Studios. He's my business partner. We work together on the Vandu Hour. He's just a dope individual. If you don't know who Cover is, go to The Real Cover on Instagram. He's working with all the hottest artists when it comes to doing beats, producing wise. All the artists that's involved in this project is people he produced for. So it's going to be crazy. Make sure you tap in. It's going to be happening at Hunts Point. The flyer's already up. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. And we're doing more concerts in the Bronx. So make sure you stay tapped in. Also, let me give a shout out to my son Easy, who is here with me for the summer. Well, he's not here right now. He's in Cancun, but he is. Nice. Yeah, 19 years old. 19 years old. He's balling like Jim Jones. And no, I didn't pay for the trip. So all my people I owe debts to, please don't come after me. But yeah, he did it himself. He paid for it himself. He bought his second car himself.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So he's moving. He's shaking and moving and shaking. I am very proud of him. He's doing great in school right now. Word. He just had a great report card. A's and B's. So he's definitely doing his thing.
That's great.
Next segment, man. You know I'm trying to name my segments. I can't name them, or at least remember the names that I give them. This segment, constantly the name changes. I don't know if I used this before, but I think that I really like this one. It's called Reefer and Reviews. And no, I didn't say reefer. I said reefer and reviews, meaning I'm referring to past stuff and reviewing it, man. Yeah, I know the 420 people is like, he's talking about reefer. I am. It's an entendre. That's what they call that. It's one of those. So, for the people who don't have cable like myself, who is poor, who don't have it like that, who can't afford to pay $100+ for 28 HBOs, we have Amazon Prime on a Fire Stick. I shouldn't be paying for Amazon Prime because I know ways to get around that. But I am. I'm paying for Amazon Prime, and right now they are popping. They have one of my favorite shows, and I'm going to say this. I shouldn't be liking this because there's a lot of fucked up, foul shit that be happening in this shit. Shit that I don't stand for. Things of that sort. But it's a great show.
You're building up all the suspense. I'm like, which show is it?
It's called The Boys, man. It's called The Boys. Yo, damn, I just thought about it. That name is kind of... So, it's back for a new season. You know, it's crazy. I watched the first 3 episodes. The 4th one came out on Friday. I didn't watch it. I'm going to watch it after this show. It's crazy. You know, it's a superhero show, but these motherfuckers ain't nothing super. These motherfuckers is foul motherfuckers. They killing people. They have no moral, no integrity, no stuff, nothing that a superhero is supposed to be. But it's a fucking great show, man. Man. Or the reason why I don't watch not Power. What's the other show with Hustle and Flow, dude? If it's not Power, they got I forgot the other show. When you watch this show and you comment in our on a YouTube channel, make sure you comment. Let me know what's the other show that rivals Power. It has the light-skinned guy from Hustle and Flow. Damn, I can't remember his name. This is crazy. I'm having a whole fucking brain
I'm no help. I'm just staring at you like, huh? What?
Terrence Howard.
Okay.
Terrence Howard is his name? Mm-hmm. That's the light-skinned guy?
Yes.
Yeah, Hustle and Flow. That's his name. Yeah. Shout out to me not going through an Alzheimer's moment right now. But yeah, you know, I forgot why I even said. Oh no! So the reason why I'm saying this is the show that he's on. It rivals Power. I forgot the name of the show. I know I didn't watch it because in the beginning scene it was 2 people having sex off GP, and I really wasn't with that.
See.
You know what I mean? I'm not into watching live sex on TV.
Yeah, that's not my thing either.
So no matter what's going on. So also, another movie I watched recently with my son, and it is fucking dope. He picked it out, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't be into other movies that other people watch, pick. You know what I mean? I just feel that people are not that bright, but my son is brighter than me, and he's studied film. He's studying film right now, and he just studied the top 25 thriller movies. He even watched Taxi Cab, which I didn't even watch yet. So he picked this movie. It's called Fractured. It's on Netflix, man. Check it out. It was fucking great, man. It was fucking great, man. Fucking great, man.
I'll check it out.
Another old movie I watched, but it's an old movie. I'm not gonna say I never seen a movie. After watching the movie, I believe I did see the movie prior to. But it's a great movie, man. and it's called Brother Art Thou. George Clooney is the main star of it, and it's based on a book, The Odyssey. It is a fucking great film. Great film. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about, but it's some jailbreaking shit. So dope movie. Classic. Another one that I watched. Oh, also, Brother Art Thou is on Prime, Amazon Prime for us broke people. You heard? You don't gotta pay for that. It's free. Another joint I seen at my homegirl crib is a movie called Inventing Anna. It is on Netflix. I don't got Netflix. I had Netflix. It was $8.
Right.
They went to $12.
Right now it's like $19.99 or something.
I'm not going to talk negative about Netflix. I'm not going to talk negative. I'm just going to say the price is too high. The price is too high. So, I was at my homegirl crib. She put on this movie. She likes to show me movies on business. We watched Fire Island or something like that. It's with the guy who threw the event with Ja Rule, and the shit was bullshit. It's called Fire Island, Island Fire, something like that. It's on Netflix also. But Inventing Anna is about a German, a fake German heiress who Madoff's a lot of the financial district's major financial institutions. And she got them.
Wow.
I'm not going to go into no details, but within that story, she is friends with the guy from Fire Island, and she's friends with Martin Scorsese. I forgot this dude name. I can't pronounce it, but if you know what I'm talking
Martin
about.
Scorsese?
No. I know how to say his name. This is the guy that has the Wu-Tang, album, the one album, and it was like a HIV medication that he's owner of, and it went from like $1 to like $12, and like he started charging mad money. They arrested him, threw him in the feds. This is actually a good joint. This should have been in Crimes, Criminals, and Crazy Shit, but this is still reefer and reviews. So this dude went to prison for hiking. He was doing some fraud shit or something. He went to prison. But he's the one that he bought Wu-Tang's album. Wu-Tang only made an album that's only one copy.
Okay.
And he bought it. And then he started having beef with Wu-Tang after he bought it. And then he started like beefing with Ghostface after it. Look it up. It's a funny situation.
Wow.
But he just came home too. And he's talking shit like he really thugged it out. I think he did like 4 joints. But he's talking shit like I'm not gonna. He's talking shit like he from the hood. Yeah. So Inventing Anna is friends with him. So in her show, the friends are the guy from Fire Island and this other dude, Martin Scorsese, whatever his name is. I'm saying the name wrong. Comment in the section on how to pronounce or write the right correct way to write his name. I'm fucking up, but who gives a fuck? I'm high. So that is the end of my reefer and review section. My next segment, and we getting short on time, but my next segment I'm not going to go real deep into. It's called Crimes, Criminals, and Crazy Shit. Crimes, Criminals, and Crazy Shit. I got mad shit, but I'm not going to go through mad shit. I'm going to keep this short. DARRYL KENDU Riley is home. If you don't know who that is, he was a big-time drug dealer out of East New York, man. He did 24 years. His brother is Ra's son. These are like famous, like Brian Gibbs, like all the Brooklyn legends. These is definitely one of them. If you want to learn more about him, you could go to April Walker's page, and she actually gave like a little synopsis on him, and she actually like designed clothes for him before going to prison. So real interesting. But one of the OGs is home. Shout out to that.
Welcome home.
You know what I mean? Also, Roddy Ricch was arrested going to Governor's Ball recently, allegedly. Police found a loaded firearm in his car as he was attempting to drive to the festival, allegedly. If you don't know who Roddy Ricch is, he's one of the new dudes that I like. He has that song Down Below, which is one of my favorite songs. And also The Box. Yes. Yeah. It sounds crazy. But he's a dope MC, gang affiliated, but his music soulful, his delivery clean. It don't sound like it's definitely now music, but it ain't mumble rap. It ain't that type of shit. It's really dope. He was affiliated with Nipsey Hussle, I believe, like somehow, and he's on a song with Nipsey Hussle. You can check it out too. But Roddy Ricch was arrested. Also, I'm late on this. I haven't filmed the show in a long time, but I gotta say something about it. The subway shooting on the N train in Sunset, Brooklyn. It happened at 8:24 a.m. The dude was caught, Frank James. He put a mask on, threw 2 smoke grenades, and started firing 33 shots, then fled. 29 people was injured, 10 people shot. But let me say this. This is the reason why I want to say this. This is a very interesting thing because it's 8:24 a.m. That means that the train is packed, right? You already know that. It's rush hour.
Right.
Train is packed. A dude drops 2 smoke grenades. Why dudes don't fuck this dude up off the rip?
That is a good question.
Fear has immobilized people. You know? Fear. A train full of people. And this dude lets off 33 shots. I'm surprised that he only injured 10.
Right. As crowded as
I'm very surprised. But I'm going to say this, man. Put your phones down because there was a million fucking videos of after the situation and stuff like that. Everybody had their fucking phones out. Instead of having your phones out, y'all should be attacking these people.
I hear that. Word up.
I don't get this, man. This is a very, and I have a phrase, but this is very. Where's my phrase? Lucky I can't find my phrase right now. Oh yeah, the magnifying glass of Instagram or social media, right? And the reason why I said that is because people don't know how to even move in life anymore. If it ain't happening on Instagram and they didn't see somebody else do it, they don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? We think that there's a million shootings happening, but in reality, it ain't.
Right.
You know?
There's more than we would like, but
yeah. It ain't. You think that everybody's in love, but that's the 4 celebrities that you're watching and following. You know what I mean? You think that's what's happening. They telling you black men don't give a fuck about black women. That's what they feeding you. They're feeding you, drill music, gangsterism is in, and anybody talking something positive is out. So, this magnifying glass, it makes you think that a lot of real shit is happening, but it's not. It's an illusion. Right?
Amen. Yes.
It's an illusion. So, people don't, I see a guy, black guy, white guy, Chinese guy, I don't give a fuck what kind of guy, drop 2 smoke grenades in front of me, I would have kicked him in his face. He was 50-something years old too. So I would have been more eager.
Wow.
No, I don't pick my poison. That was a joke. I mean, I fight the bigger guys. But yeah. But he definitely would have got kicked in his face. Definitely, if I was in front of him. And it would have been, if I was on a train at 8:24, that means I'm going to like work or something. I would have had my sharp shoes on, you know what I mean? My steel toes. And I would have launched his motherfucking head to the subway map. You know what I mean? I swear. Also, this is other crazy shit happening. Dude shoves a woman onto the train tracks in the Bronx. Apparently for no reason. Allegedly. He's under arrest though, and he's being charged with assault and reckless endangerment. Yo, I'ma say this, man. These police is trying to catch people hopping the train. They should be putting these people into fuck watching who's hopping the train. They should be putting these people into some mental program because the trains is flooded with mentally ill people.
Absolutely. It's like the going on the subway, it's turning into a weapon.
But they want to leave them there. Oh, that's a fact. But they want to leave them there. You know why? Because they programmed them homeless people to attack. Let me give an example. You see in the news, Asian, black versus Asian people doing this. They try to they had made, you know, the Asian people look at us and villainize us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is what you see on the news, what you see in the newspapers, and you know that a lot of homeless people, you know, they usually have the newspaper. Do you not see them with the newspapers? I'm not even joking. This is the truth. So they program these people. And now when they see an Asian person, they flip out. They wondering why these niggas is flipping out. Y'all programmed the motherfucker too.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And social media is a perfect, if you hate, whoever you hate, if you check the hashtag going back to hashtag Williamsburg kids, and the reason why I chose Williamsburg kids, but I'm not gonna go into that yet, but hashtag some hateful shit that you into or some shit that you into sexually, whatever. You wanna find a lot of that shit. You wanna find you know, white patriots. You could find white patriots. If you wanna find lesbian love, you could find lesbian love. If you looking for dope hip hop artists, you could find dope hip hop artists. Whatever you into, you could find a whole lot of. So they program these people, man. And sidebar, we going back to Williamsburg kids with this whole, you know, with the episode and why I chose that.
Yes.
But yeah. So they program these so they don't want their homeless people off the train because they need their pawns, they need their foot soldiers, they need their Foot Clan to do. They gotta pay the officers to be there. You know what I mean? They need reasons why the officers are there. This is all fucking business. This is all fucking, you know, survival of the fittest, Darwinism, all this shit's going on. But if you don't understand,
more of the illusions.
all this shit is definitely an illusion. Also, YSL was indicted on state RICO charges. I'm not gonna go into detail about this, but I'm gonna say this, man. If you're talking about what you're doing when you're doing crime, and I'm pro-criminal. I'm pro-criminal. You hear me?
Not too smart, right?
I'm pro-criminal. But if you talk about your crimes in rhyme, I don't agree with you. Let me say this. I don't agree with what I like the music. I just don't agree with what you're doing from a criminal aspect. From a criminal, not the square, the criminal. I don't agree with what you're doing. In my time, we tried to get away with the crime. These days, they want everyone to know that they did the crime. You know what I mean? Everyone. So, you know, YSL was indicted. There's already rumors about dudes snitching. I'm not going to go into that. You already know that it is. You know, RICO is real. That means that even if you didn't do it, but you was involved with the people who did do it, you basically did it, nigga. You know what I mean? So all the handshakes, throwing up your set in the pictures, that's when it comes back to haunt you. You know what I mean? Reality shit, man. Reality shit, man. I don't have nothing against the younger brothers. You know what I mean? I am pro youth. You know what I mean? And I'm never going to try to down them. I'm going to try to uplift them. I'm going to try to. I've been there. I've done that, and I understand where the mentality, where they at mentally. You know, so I'm not gonna shun them. I'm gonna be around them, and I'm gonna do what I do. It's better to let them see what you're doing than say what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's for real. Because they follow your example, so that's right.
More
We got to show them the right thing.
More than your words. So this is one of the last points I want to get into before I close out the show. And this may upset a couple of people. And this is not the last segment because my last segment is today's mathematics. But I just want to say this, man. The Biggie Smalls Metro card. We were speaking about the transit, and I wanted to go into this, but I didn't want to go into it yet. But the Biggie Smalls Metro card, first of all, I don't want anything. I'm not paying for transit. So I don't give a fuck who you have on the card. Everybody who hopped every day is a nigga who bought the Biggie Smalls card. So they got you. They made you pay. But not even that. And a few Brooklyn people, a few New York City people, a few people of the world may be upset at what I'm about to say. First of all, Biggie Smalls isn't in my top 5. Ooh. Second of all, Biggie Smalls is not one of my favorite rappers. I'm going to say this. He did some positive things when it comes to hip hop, and I'm going to go into that. But Biggie Smalls got dropped off my list of favorite anything or top anything. Once he said the line, "You look so good," or something like that, I suck on your daddy's dick. Now,
when you put it like that,
in my book of hip hop 101, the Bible, there's certain things you don't do. There's certain things you don't do. You know what I mean? And that definitely is one of them things that you don't do. And let me say this. You're going to say, this is the rebuttal. Man, you're not going to say he's the dopest one because he said one line. Actually, he didn't just say one line. There's another line that I don't want to say here, but you could listen to his music. But he's talked about anal sex to another MC. Yeah. And I can't even say the line. You know what I mean? So
I know that's why I'm laughing.
So I'm gonna say funny. This. He ruined it for me with these lines. You know what I mean? My hip hop heroes ain't talking about fellatio to a man's genital. And that's period. But the positive thing I'm going to say is that he could flow on any beat, unlike a lot of MCs, and he represented Brooklyn.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to, I love my borough. So I'm not trying to shoot down Biggie Smalls' legacy. You know what I mean? I know people who deal with people from his circle, But I'm just going to say he is not my favorite MC, and the reason why he's not my favorite MC, no disrespect, I'm not going to go into his street background and that stuff. Just these lyrics, I can't jack. I can't jack those lyrics. And for everyone who does, I have no friction with you, no kudos. You know what I mean? I could dig it. You know what I mean? My top 5 is not those. You know what I mean? And that's basically it. So I'm gonna close out. Oh, before I close out, how you doing?
I'm well. I'm listening to all the information you're sharing, so I'm soaking it up like a sponge.
Yo, I just zoned out. My bad. I went into Math's world, my mind, and I just blacked out for a sec. But yeah, I appreciate you coming to the show.
Thank you. Thank
know
you
what
for
I mean?
having me.
Like, I can finally take off my glasses because I'm not about to read nothing no more. So I appreciate you for being on the show. Great energy, man. I'm supporting whatever you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Also, we got some plans.
Yes, absolutely.
We have some plans.
Absolutely.
Be on the lookout for Loretta having her seminars at S.STREET Media.
Yes.
We're putting things together. We got ideas. So be on the lookout for that.
Absolutely.
Also,
soon come, very soon. So definitely be on the lookout.
Also, check her out on The Brighter Side.
Yes, The Brighter Side with LJ the Peacemaker and Tiante Knows It All. And our lovely company that we have every week. We always have the most amazing guests doing the most amazing things. Check us out every Thursday at 9 p.m. on DTF Radio. You can download the DTF Radio app, or you can watch the replays on the DTF Radio YouTube channel. Thank you. LJ the Peacemaker.
Any last things you want to say to the peoples?
Well, I just want to say that I believe in you. I know life gets hard. Sometimes things are a struggle, but that doesn't mean you can't make it. The only time you don't make it is when you give up. The power is within you. So stay strong because our time will come.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all spending time with the God, mathematics. I also appreciate all the feedback that I get from the shows. So make sure when we upload this, I upload this, make sure you comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you go to www.sstreetmedia.com. Make sure you check us out on Facebook at Skolez, and that's where the Z, SCHOLEZ, Street Media, Skolez Street on Facebook. Make sure you check out my Instagram page at S.STREET Media, and we also got a backup page now. I forgot what it is. I think it's Skolez Street Media is the backup page because dudes try to hack our shit.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That's
These
so
niggas
whack.
from Galvatron always trying to hack what we got going on Unicron. But so make sure you check us out on all these. Me on Twitter too. I don't even know the name on Twitter. I think it's S.STREET Media too. I can't even guarantee. But check us out on all media platforms. I want to also give a shout out to all my business partners, the 1718 Collective, Get Fed Records, man, COD Music, Made for Kings, Wild Kingdom, and so many more, man. Geniuses that surround me.
That's what's up. It's the community.
You already know the community, man. Today's mathematics is knowledge, wisdom, or being born to understanding. I could go through the deep shit of it and all that, as I've done before, but I'm gonna keep it simple. The 12th degree of pardon self. The 12th degree of the 12 jewels is happiness, right? And how do a person achieve happiness? You must go through love and peace to get to happiness. There's other steps too, but those are the 3 chapters that are together in that book. I am the God Mathematics. This is hashtag Williamsburg Kids. Oh, real quick. Hashtags is popping. That's why I named it. Peace. It's the God Mathematics. S.STREET Media. I'm out of here.
Peace.